Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to the first project for Quoted. If you haven't already, please do check out the introduction video that I have posted. I posted this video that you're watching now and the introduction video on the same day at the same time. So you should be able to go ahead and watch both of them. I was going to do this first project in the video of the introduction, but it just became a little bit long, so I thought it would be a good idea if we split them up and then it's not quite as long, because it was already quite a long video anyway. So yeah, here we are. We have split them up and we are going to get the ground running on this project. So the first quote that I am scrapbooking is one that I think we all should remember from time to time, because things happen, people make mistakes, we have life, and we have ups, we have downs, we have good times, we have bad times, but we never know what's going to happen. And life is too short to lose the people that we respect, love, and want in our life. Of course, if we don't want them in our life, then we're not going to do this. But if we do, then life is too short. And I think sometimes we just have to get over it and move on and find a way to resolve it. And it's certainly something that I am trying to learn. But anyway, it's from Morgan Freeman, and it is from Enterologist. Not sure what that is. Those who died yesterday had a plan for this morning, and those who died this morning had plans for tonight. Don't take life for granted. In the blink of an eye, everything can change. So forgive often and love with a full heart. You never know when you may not have that chance again. And that is so true. So what I've decided to do is dig out this tray of embellishments, which I actually forgot I had left from my Scrap Backwards kit. And it's all the die cuts that I had pulled out. Obviously this is me. I had pulled out way too many, so we have loads left. So I'm not going to faff about putting these back in my stash. I'm going to try and use them on other projects. So we're going to dig through that. It's quite a travel themed kit with a few general things in as well. So I am hoping we should be able to find a few bits to use. I know I've got some Bella Boulevard which should work. I have also got 3 papers from Simple Stories Heart Collection, which I knew, 2 papers from the Heart Collection and 1 from So Happy Together. I actually have the full Heart Collection. I saw somebody on one of the selling groups had asked about it, and I said, I'm sure I have a little bit. If you want it, drop me a message. Never did. But I've come across it, and I actually have literally the full collection, which I'm very pleased about, because I want to use it. So we're going to use the papers from that. I've got some rub-ons from 49 Market, just a variety, and the Studio Light Art by Marlene stickers. So let's dive in and see what we can do. I have this photo in just shy of 6x4. It is, I would say 5x4. Yeah, 5x4 and 3x4. So I need to decide firstly which size photo I want to use. So those of you that haven't seen the previous introduction video, this is my first page which I've done off camera. So that is side by side, and this is the cover of this project book. So I need to decide. I'm thinking we're going to use the big one. I think we're going to just dive in and use that big one. So I'm going to do what I call a bit of a go-to design, I think. And I think, therefore, what I'm going to do, I literally just pulled the paper. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm going to trim this to 6-inch. I'm going to trim this to 4-inch. No, I'm going to keep that full. And I don't know what we're doing with this other one just yet. So I'm going to put this one here, and then I think I will do a, let's start with a 4-inch piece. I can always change it, and I'm also going to trim that in half as well. So let's start with that and see how we get on. I love the Heart Collection from Simple Stories. It's a bit of a remembrance collection. bit of a collection to celebrate those that we have lost and are no longer here. It's an old collection now. I knew I had some papers and a sticker sheet, but I did not realise I literally have stickers, bits and pieces, chipboard, 6x8 card, and yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. And I am trying in this project, as I discussed in the intro video, I'm trying to use a load of stash. I've not actually done a lot of shopping. That will come soon. I've been a good boy for now, although scrapbook.com better watch out because I am coming at some point. Black Friday is coming up, stackery, and away we go. Okay, so I'm going to put these about here. So the reason why I have cut them in half is to try and extend it across the page a little bit, because what's the point in wasting it, because this pattern is blooming gorgeous. So I'm going to extend that like that, and we're going to have our photo maybe here. So this is a Heidi Swap Storyline Chapters insert, and it's going to eventually go in an album. I have a couple of Heidi Swap albums. I will show you once we've sort of filled it. In fact, I've got it here. Look at that. Here is one I've prepared. And I've got various inserts. I've got 3 of them in here. So we've got this one, this one, this one, and this one. And they go on these rods in the middle. So this will eventually become my sort of motivational, feeling, emotional sort of folder. I do have a couple of others. Oh, I do apologise, I just got completely sidetracked by a new happy planner. Honestly, so unprofessional. But that's what you get here. It is what it is. Yeah, so I have 2 or 3 Heidi Swap Storyline Chapter albums and loads of inserts. So I'm going to create lots of different inserts. This one's going to be about delving deep into the not so good. We're going to do one all about happiness, one all about family, friends and all that, and one about me. So that is the plan at the moment. Whether we finish it or not, who knows? We'll see. We shall see. The pages are going to be quite basic. It's a very small area. It is, I think it's 6x8. What is it? It is, no, 7.5 by 9. So smaller than A4 but bigger than 6x8. But a lot smaller than a 12x12, which is what I'm used to. But yeah, we'll see how we get on, guys. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see. I am not stressing it. I am going to dive right in and pull out a rub-on, which I should have done before sticking the paper down, but hey, it's fine. And I'm going to use a couple of these distressed doily sort of things. I always find it easier to cut out what I want to use, otherwise I end up getting in myself a mess. This is from 49er Market, Vintage Artistry and Naturalist. Just because it's a nature collection doesn't mean it has to be a nature project. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift this up a bit and tuck this under there, and we're going to go about there. So let's get that in here. So rub-ons are great if you're doing a mini album in a smaller area, because they are flat, obviously, flatter than paper in fact. That's why they're great for art journals. Katie Petit, who designs for 49er Market, she's the exclusive designer in fact. She's just amazing and she does fantastic art journals. So this is going to be primarily focused on using words to help us document things, but it's also going to eventually become a bit of a arty journal. Now, I am no artist. I am not an artist in the slightest. So it's going to be nothing on Katie's talent. But sometimes we might use a bit of mixed media or some rub-ons or stenciling and just play with different layers. Sometimes we'll just use pattern paper. It will vary depending on how I feel. So I'm going to add this one down here, and I'm just going to go over the pattern paper here, like so. So we've only got a little bit that's come off there, and that's okay. It's just going to be very rough. And I am absolutely fine with that because most of it will probably end up being hidden, let's face it. Now, before we do any more rub-ons, I have these from Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark, which was a fantastic collection all about boosting one's feelings, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like making your mark, really. And I thought these might work. I don't know what they say. Do whatever scares you. Shine on, that could work. Kind. Someday it will all make sense. I love that. Whatever you do, make sure it makes you happy. Isn't that the truth? Gratitude. Life is tough, but so are you. Unleash your creativity. So I think I'm going to use those two. Someday it will all make sense and shine on. They kind of go along with the quote quite nicely. And then we'll see if we've got any other bits and pieces to use. We're not going to need an awful lot. That's okay. Nice, quick, simple, easy page. And that is another, I'm about to cover up that entire rub-on. Honestly. I'm going to put that down there. And then this shine on, I think I'm going to use up there. So let's pop that just about here. Like so. Okay. Now I'm just going to have a look at this art by Marlene. I ripped the cover off, which I'm really annoyed about, but hey ho. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Be kind. That is a good one for this quote. And I'm just going to add a few of these coming down here. Not many, just one or two. Ride a rainbow, that's a good one. And I don't mind if I go on to the photograph a little bit, because it's not really a photograph. Inspire today. That is a good one. Love more, feel less. I think that is a good one. So we're just going through and adding some of these quotes. I'm using the white just because I don't want to detract too much away from the colours of the paper. Go like that, that can go like that. Do the unexpected. I nearly said something that said that on there, and I can't be saying that on here. That's a good one for here. I'm not going to say that because it does have a 4-letter word, although it's starred out actually, so I can show you. So that one there. I'm not going to say it though, because I do not want to offend anybody. Okay. Boom shakalaka. I like that. Artsy fartsy. Let's do artsy fartsy, which may seem a bit random, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. For you. That's a good one. I'm not sure what it means, but I like it. It's okay to make mistakes. That is going right at the top. And sometimes our mistakes are massive. Sometimes they are gigantic. And sometimes, as Morgan says, you just have to think of the bigger picture. Okay, I don't think I need an awful lot more. So what I think we might do, what matters most, that's a nice one. It is going to be a very wordy. And I am okay with that. That is the entire point of this. And on most pages, I will be journaling. I won't be journaling on camera. It will be private. because my intention is to correlate, is that the right word? To bring whatever quote I'm using into me and how I feel or my experiences or something like that. This one is one of those that I don't feel like I need to, because it's more of a kick up the backside, isn't it, really? It's like, get a grip, like, things happen, blah blah blah. So that's why I've used those. Whereas on another page we will have journaling space, and that may be hidden journaling, it may be plain sight journaling, it won't be done on camera most of the time, it all depends on what it is. So what I think is I'm going to just dive into my finishing touches box and I will be right back. So here is my finishing touches box. By that I mean this is all of the small stickers from random collections. There is a lot here, guys. So I'm thinking we might find a little something just to finish us off nicely. I don't mind adding a little bit of dimension. I just don't want a huge amount. Like, I love this flower. So let's add that. And that is a little puffy from Hazelwood, a 1 Canoe 2. What else do we have going on here? Got a couple of hexagons from unkind. Don't think they really work, that's okay. Don't want to use a ton of dimension. We do have this mini sticker book. Do you remember these sticker books from Simple Stories? I'm so glad they moved to the 6x8. I'm not gonna lie. I like Simple Story stickers. I just think these were a little bit too small. They were for me, I mean. Okay, I think we might be able to use a couple of little stickers down here, just to layer up a couple of bits and bobs. Just to finish us off, really. It looks very wordy at the moment, and I just felt like I needed something down there. And as I say, nothing all that much, just a little bit of something. In this case, it's a globe, a camera, and a heart. Why not? And it also means that we can bring in a teeny tiny bit of colour down there. So we've got a little cluster going on now. And I think that's probably going to do it, if I'm honest. Not much being added here. I'm going to add a puffy rainbow up there because every day needs a rainbow. And I think I am ready to say done. I'm just looking. We've got some hearts from Chamel, which I am going to add one down here. Tone on tone with this gorgeous green. And I'm going to add a final one just at the top up here in the same colour as this, so it's going to bring that colour nicely across the page. And that is going to do it, guys. So nothing spectacular really in terms of what we're doing. It is this basically. It's just scrapbooking with different quotes, and each time that we do it, it'll give me the opportunity just to have a bit of me time and just think about things in a little bit deeper manner. I hope I'm making sense with this. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and feel free to reach out by email, PM, DM, or whatever they say these days, text, WhatsApp, whatever. If you would like to chat or need to chat about anything. Yeah, bit of a personal thing, but I'm taking you guys, those of you that want to anyway, along with me. So hopefully you find it interesting and we document some of the feels. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another one in due course. Need to be wary that this is already looking a little bit thick and I've only done 2 pages. I think the next page will be a bit of an arty page with lots of rub-ons. That's all I'm going to say. But that is where we are up to so far, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out the introduction video, and I will see you soon for Ellie's Saturday and Scrap Backwards and a couple of other fun things. Bye for now.